welcome to the court of the Edijester. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. Hello, hello, hello. We have fantastic, urgent news to tell everyone. Everyone, so forgive me. I've sent this to everybody. I think it was that important. I've got Dusty's Substack. Oh, yes, good old Dusty. Keeps us going, you know. Right before that, become warrior teacher. We're starting in a couple of weeks. Other than that, oh, Trump. The party's on, good people. Party's out. As Dusty says here, I had to get this out to you immediately, dear readers. I am on the floor. And so am I. I got up this morning and there it was. Oh, he's done it. Trump's done it. January the 28th, 2025, by the authority vested in me as the president, by the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America, it is hereby ordered. It is hereby ordered. That's the word. Policy and Purpose, Section 1. Across the country today, medical professionals are maiming and sterilising a growing number of impressionable children under the radical and false claim that adults can change a child's sex through a series of irreversible medical interventions. This dangerous trend will be a stain on our nation's history, and it must end. Oh yes, yes, yes. Countless children soon regret that they have been mutilated and begin to grasp the horrifying tragedy that they will never be able to conceive children of their own or nurture their children through breastfeeding. Moreover, those vulnerable youths' medical bills may rise throughout their lifetimes as they are often trapped with lifelong medical complications, a losing war with their own bodies, and, tragically, sterilisation. Accordingly, it is the policy of the United States that it will not fund, sponsor, promote, assist or support the so-called transition of a child from one sex to another, and it will rigorously enforce all laws that prohibit or limit these destructive and life-altering procedures. Definitions. The term child or children means an individual or individuals under 19 years of age. The term paediatric means relating to the medical care of a child. The phrase chemical and surgical mutilation means the use of puberty blockers, including GnRH agonists and other interventions, to delay the onset or progression of normally timed puberty in an individual who does not identify as his or her sex. The use of sex hormones such as androgen blockers, estrogen, progesterone, or testosterone to align an individual's physical appearance with an identity that differs from his or her sex, and surgical procedures that attempt to transform an individual's physical appearance to align with an identity that differs from his or her sex, or that attempt to alter or remove an individual's sexual organs to minimize or destroy their natural biological functions. This phrase sometimes is referred to as gender-affirming care. The language here is superb, ladies and germs. This is exactly what we've been looking for. We need the same in Britain and across the rest of the world to ensure this whole trans nonsense dies. Section 3. Ending reliance on junk science. This is my personal favourite. The blatant harm done to children by chemical and surgical mutilation cloaks itself in medical necessity. Cloaks itself. Superb. Spurred by guidance from the World Professional Association for Transgender Health, which you know as well as I do, is an organisation that was set up by kinky buggers in order to get past what most people would see moral reality and human good, which lacks scientific integrity. Just get this straight. Spurred by guidance from the World Professional Association for Transgender Health, WPATH, which lacks scientific integrity. In light of the scientific concerns with the WPATH guidance, agencies shall rescind or amend all policies that rely on WPATH guidance, including WPATH Standards of Care version 8. Now, I think version 8, which I'm sure you'll tell me, was the one where they included that an identity could also be that you're castrated totally, these nullification surgeries that they've been offering. That was the same thing, I think. Within 90 days of the date of this order, the Secretary of Health and Human Services, the HHS, shall publish a review of the existing literature on best practices promoting the health of children who assert gender dysphoria, rapid onset gender dysphoria, or other identity-based confusion. The Secretary of HHS, as appropriate and consistent with applicable law, shall use all available methods to increase the quality of data to guide practices for improving the health of minors with gender dysphoria, rapid onset, and so on again, or those who otherwise seek chemical or surgical mutilation. He's closing every single door. Every single door. Mm. Section 4, defunding chemical and surgical mutilation. The head of each executive department or agency that provides research or education grants to medical institutions, including medical schools and hospitals, shall, consistent with applicable law, and in coordination with the Director of the Office of Management and Budget, immediately take appropriate steps to ensure that institutions receive federal research or education grants. End the chemical and surgical mutilation of children. End the I'm going to say it again. End the chemical and surgical mutilation of children. In America, we did it. Whatever we did, whoever you were, whoever spoke up, whoever didn't remain silent, we did it. Section 5. There's additional directions there about Medicare or Medicaid. I'll leave you to read it on Dusty's Substack because it's on there. Then it continues, right? All sorts of things about care. It's brilliantly written, absolutely brilliantly written. And then we get this: in consultation with the Congress, work to draft, propose, and promote legislation to enact a private right of action. A private right of action, those glorious words, for children and the parents of children. For children and the parents of children whose healthy body parts have been damaged by medical professionals practicing chemical and surgical mutilation, which should include a lengthy statute of limitations. And prioritise investigations and take appropriate action to end a child abusive practice by so-called sanctuary states that facilitate stripping custody from parents who support the healthy development of their own children, including by considering the applications of the Parental Kidnapping Prevention Act and recognised constitutional rights. Boom! Boom, boom, boom. Just straight down the line. All these agencies, then, in Section 9, they must produce a report, a single combined report, to show it's happening. It says then, if any provision of this order or the application of any provision to any person or circumstance is held to be invalid, the remainder of this order and the application of any of its other provisions to any other person or circumstances shall not be affected thereby. In other words, you're going to do this and you ain't going to get out of it. Well, seems such a long time, but we seem to have made some real progress here. So I say today we celebrate because, oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. Dusty, this was the best news I could have woken up to this morning, and I'm so pleased I can't tell you. And I'm sure that there will not just be many of you who are interested by what's happening, but also will be intrigued by the fact that we seem to have made some real progress. And my heart goes out to all the women and men who are parents who have had to go through some horrible things with their children. That now means there's going to be the possibility that you can do something substantive once the law gets passed. It's just fantastic news. Let's enjoy it, folks. Let's enjoy it. And I'll see you later.